All right, dear viewers, and welcome back again after that report. Today, I have my second guest right here. His name is Amal Haridas. He is the CEO of an educational company. So, hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How's things? How's Ramadan also?
Everything is going on. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me for this holy month of Ramadan, and Ramadan Kareem to all the viewers.
All right. So, my first question is, what inspired you to be in this field, actually, of education?
Basically, I am an engineer by chance. I've done masters in engineering. Then back in India, I've actually done some internships in some companies. Then, as like all the Indians, after their graduation, they moved to like Middle East. And for CMA as well, I have moved to Qatar. And in Qatar, I was in a handoff job, and I was having getting free times, and definitely I was staying in an Indian community area wherein I was able to meet some students and parents, wherein I was get chance to talk to them, and I helped them for getting some marks. So I realized that this is what which I'm going to do, because I don't like to be just being in a room, being an engineer. So I thought of moving to the education field.
All right. So let's say that you're like kind of a social butterfly, and you like to actually spread your education and like teach other people.
Correct. Because actually I'm a social being, so I want to interact with people, and I want to do something for the young minds actually.
All right. Is there any challenges in today's educational system?
Yeah, there are a lot of issues, because the students in the current education system, especially for the Indian community, are lack of personalized learning, and their lack of career guidance, and their lack of not actually getting the proper teachers, like teachers who are actually updated, and they are actually having a lot of mental issues, mental health issues, because nowadays we are actually hearing about stress, depressions, anxiety, and trauma, all these things, because in our days we have actually never seen all these things, because of they are actually so much influenced in the social media, and they are getting a lot of informations. And of course current generation students are facing because the high quality issues, basically teaching issues.
Yeah. So tell me, with these difficulties, you as a teacher, what is your role to actually balance it a little bit and try to find out what are these difficulties, and how to actually overcome them?
What we do basically, we will try to understand. We'll do actually counseling first of all, not counseling, mentoring, understand the child's strength, weakness, difficulties, what they are going through. And then because nowadays we have a lot of AI tools, to do psychometric test. So if we do that, we'll get to know what exactly the child problems. And first of all, no one is born like a skilled person. The skill comes with practice. So we understand what and what skills he has and he is missing. Then accordingly we'll be doing the proper guidance. That's what we do.
So the way you're saying it is kind of like a personalized teaching. So
correct.
What is so special about personalized teaching?
So in the personalized lesson, actually the thing is that teacher will be a mentor, he will be a facilitator, he will be a guide, he will be actually a coach basically, and apart from content delivery. That's what you do. Actually that's what we mean to say a teacher.
Okay, how about standardized testing? How is it basically effective to judge learning?
Standard testing actually it is following by the Indian curriculum, because Indian curriculum is very rigid, and they are actually following for the memorized way of thing, because it's more into content based learning actually. Okay. So standardized learning is out of thing, and we have to adapt the critical way of learning. So I'm completely against to standardize of learning basically.
So it's like breaking out a little bit of how learning should be and how it should go.
Correct.
You find a special way, as you said, personalize it, and depending on each person what they need, you give it to them.
Correct.
So from your interactions with parents, what are their primary concerns mostly?
Primary concern, because what I feel is that especially among the Asian community, the parents are actually putting a lot of peer pressure to the students, and their concern is they want to make something like a doctor or engineer to the to the child basically. So they are focusing more on to their professions. They are not focusing on how the child is as a person. they are not actually considering as a whole. So instead they are focusing more into what job he is going to get it. So that is the major concern. Definitely they are focusing on the marks.
So they're kind of like professionalizing him before he actually becomes
correct.
To get to a certain age where he should pursue
the peer pressure that they are giving to the student. So the challenge the parents are actually putting is that like instead of realizing the child, they are pushing like like anything, so that like they are expecting more marks basically.
Okay, so what factors negatively affect students during their school studies?
Definitely social media is affecting the child like very much, and also if they are not getting a proper teacher, that is going to affect them. And then if they are not getting if they are not understanding their skill set, there is no point of studying, because like most of the students are choosing some course after 12th or after their high schools, and then they will be end up in some other job. Then only they will be realizing that this is not actually fit for them. So this is the issue that they are facing in.
So they should explore more by socializing, and then maybe try to see which way they should take educational wise.
Correct.
All right. So it's like test, and it's okay to fail basically. Failure is not a problem. It's you getting up and continuing with your life.
And one thing I actually noticed that the factors negatively negatively affecting the students is that basically the family issues at home is affecting the students badly. Because we do home visit after the admission as well.
All right. So since you have been deeply involved in the Indian education system, so how can you expand it right here in the Indo-Kuwaiti nationalities?
So I have seen some common factors which is for the Indian community as well as the Arab community. The common factors is that again they are not actually identifying the skill set. There is no proper career guidance. There is no proper like academic support when it comes to skill based learning. So I felt like almost all the factors are similar. So definitely we're gonna move to the Arab nationals by next year.
Okay, so there's no difference in coaching between the Arab and the
definitely
Indian?
Because Arabs community have taken American or the British curriculum as their curriculum. So yeah, that is more into skill based learning, but it is again affecting teachers, like pressure, everything matter.
Okay, so what are your future plans and visions as an entrepreneur?
So we are planning to expand the whole Middle East.
Okay. And
with the AI, AI based tech learning. And because what I believe is that teacher should be a offline person, but we can use the tools, like to understand the child more.
All right. So cool. That's really awesome. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope you do pursue what you love right here in Kuwait, which is teaching, whether it's personalized teaching or not. I hope that you can reach your goals, and also the students that you have can also reach their goals right here, and hope that they all can, express who they really are from the inside. All right, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Amal. All right, dear viewers, thank you so much. We've done our second guest, and right now we have a report just for you, and we'll be right back.